Hello everybody, this is Justin from Tame Type 1. Today we're having another video about using syringes because I find that syringes such as this one here are actually very useful, they're very convenient, and they're very precise for injecting low doses of insulin. Much more precise, much more convenient than a pen. And unfortunately, a lot of doctors out there never teach their diabetic patients about using a syringe. It's all about the new technology. It's all about using pens and pumps and everything else. Well, if you don't have a pump, a syringe is actually going to be way better than a pen, and yet doctors never teach about them. So I'm going to give you the basics here. Now today we're going to be going over injecting with an insulin syringe. I had a previous video about actually getting insulin into the syringe, either pulling it from a vial such as this one or a pen such as this one. You can do it either way. If you haven't seen that video yet, check out that video first and then watch this one. But today we're going to be going over actually injecting with a syringe because there is a technique to it. And the technique you can use with a syringe actually results in painless injections. Yes, you can have painless injections. You don't have to be worried about them at all. You might notice if you have a pen right now, such as this one, that you dial in a couple units to prime it if the needle's new, and then let's say you're injecting 5 units. I'm going to use this apple as an example here. You stick it in, you inject, and then you have to wait. And wait, and wait, and wait. Because the vial in this pen actually has less pressure in it than a syringe would. And so it takes 10, 15 seconds, however long it takes to get the insulin through. And even after you're done, you pull the insulin out, and look at that. There's still drops of insulin coming out of it, even after you've had stuck in yourself for like 10 or 15 seconds. That's going to cause bruising, that's going to cause pain, having the needle just sitting in you like that. Fortunately, with syringes, this is entirely unnecessary. You don't even have to have this needle in you for a second. It is instant because all the insulin in here, in this barrel here, is going inside you, and it'll go in there in an instant. And because it is instant, because you don't have to hold it in there for 15 seconds like a pen, because you can just boom, boom, in and out, that is what makes it possible to make it painless. Because it being rapid, the injection being very rapid in and out, is what stops pain from occurring. And the best way to do this is to sort of treat the syringe like a dart. Let's say we have this syringe filled up. We'll just fill it up with some air. And we have our apple right here that we're going to be injecting into. Just pretend this is yourself, your arm or your belly. You have it pinched up, so you got the subcutaneous fat you're injecting into. If you're a skinny guy, you're going to go 45 degrees. If you're a bigger guy, you can go 90, however you want. How do we inject this insulin fast and painless? Well, what you want to do is you first want to hold it kind of like a dart, like this. And you want to have a sort of a dart motion when you're using it. So that way it's nice and quick. You just don't want to let go of it like you would with a dart. And you have a finger right here. You have your finger and thumb on it like this. You have your finger right here to press it down, but you don't press it down yet. It's not inside you yet. What you do is you have your body, you have it pinched, and you just, boom, done. That's it. That was so fast you barely even saw it. Let me do it again for you. So we're pulling it up. We got our insulin in here. We got our body part we're injecting into. And you get nice and close up to it, less than 4 inches away. You have your motion, and you simply, boom, done. That's it. It's that simple. Like a dart motion, you inject it in there, and the second you inject it in there, the millisecond you inject it in there, you push that plunger and then pull it back out. It is that easy. No waiting 10 to 15 seconds, no bruising or anything like that. As long as you don't hit a nerve, you're going to get painless injections from this. It's actually really, really cool. Let me just show it to you one more time, just so you really get the handle of it. Okay, so we have our syringe. We have the finger here. We have our fingers like this, so it's kind of like a dart. We have our darting motion. We have our apple here. Let's try it. So 3, 2, 1. That's it. It's that easy. Now you don't want to go too fast, of course, because if you go too fast, you're not going to get all the insulin out. You're going to have insulin leaking. You're going to not push the plunger all the way down before you pull it out. So make sure the plunger is actually pushed all the way down before you're out, obviously. But if you practice this, and you actually can get an apple or some other fruit, as long as it doesn't have a hard skin on it, you can get a fruit and practice with that before trying it on yourself, just like how I'm showing you right here. But if you do this, you practice it, you try the dart motion like that, then you're going to end up learning how to do painless injections, and they're going to be quick, easy, and very effective. So that's all I have for you today, everyone. That is how you inject with a syringe. And by the way, one last thing I'll say is you don't have to prime a syringe like you do with an insulin pen, because when you fill your syringe up with insulin from a vial or otherwise, you've actually already primed the syringe because there's already insulin in the needle just from filling it up like that. So you don't have to worry about priming it. And once you do it, all you do is you, like a dart, boom, boom, done. It's that easy. That is all, everyone. Be sure to keep taming that type 1. If you have any other questions about syringes, let me know in the comments. I'm going to be coming out with more videos about it because I've been getting questions about using syringes from people that are trying it out. That's all for now, everyone. Keep taming that type 1. I personally love using syringes way more than pens, although I do like having the pens to refill from. I like using syringes more. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have any other ideas on what to go over as far as the basics of diabetes go that the doctors don't tell you about. Till next time, keep taming that type 1. Now, you might be asking yourself, what do I do with this apple? All I've done is inject air into it, so technically I could eat it. But the problem is, apples have a lot of carbs. They have a lot of sugar in them. So instead of eating this, well, you know what? I'm just going to take it and dump it in the trash where it belongs. That is how you tame type 1.